In this lecture, we'll be installing our Visual Studio Code. If you have Atom or if you have PyCharm, that's okay. If you are installing your first IDE, I would recommend you to either use Visual Studio Code, Atom or PyCharm. You can use any of them. And it might take few seconds to install. Once that is done, we are going to set up our system. Installation process remains same for almost all the application. So just quickly install this IDE on your system, and then we need to set up several extensions for Python and Django. It's done. Let us launch our VS Code. Here is my welcome screen. Before doing anything else, just jump onto your extension, and remember we need to download extension for Python as well as Django. Later in the further videos, if we have any other specific requirement, we will be downloading that. Currently, let me search for Python. So this is one of the most popular Python extension, and let me install this one. Now what these extensions do is they add several functionalities, additional functionalities to our VS Code, that is our IDE. So that is done for Python. Let me also install for Django. Now you will see different Django extension. So firstly you need to download this base version. Now in the later section, if we have any specific requirement regarding different Django needs, we will be installing different extension. But currently you need to install Python as well as Django. Once that is done, we are good to go with our project. So in the next lecture, we will be following up with our base folder as well as we will be creating virtual environment. So see you in the next one, and let us begin our project. Welcome back. Now in this lecture, we will be talking about virtual environment. But before that, let me take few seconds to set up our folder. So I have created a PyDjango folder in my desktop, and then inside that I have created a Django project folder. So you can name it anything. At this point of time, naming is not important. But whatever we are going to do inside this particular folder, that is our Django project folder, every name will be important. So this is the reference name that is familiar to me, so I'm taking this. If I need to create new project in future, I would create a new folder in desktop and then create a Django project file inside that. Currently, naming is not important, but remember all the other folders, other files we are going to create, naming will be very important. So let us begin with our virtual environment. So what is virtual environment? By the name you can guess, virtual will be something related to not real, but it would be giving us an isolation space. So if you talk about virtual reality or anything else, so virtual means it's not real, but it gives us isolation space. And environment means a area, specific area. So what we are going to do is we are going to create an isolated area. So currently if I check different Python packages installed in my computer, they would be in great number, but I don't need them with my Django project. I need few specific packages only. So for that we create a isolated space in our computer, or maybe if you are working on a server, we create an isolated space in our server, and inside that particular isolated space we work with our files, with our packages and everything else. So let me show you number of Python packages that I have installed but might not be useful for me when working with my Django project. Here if I do pip freeze, so pip freeze will return me all the packages that I have installed regarding Python. So here you can see it's more than approx 10, 12 or maybe 15 packages that I have installed, but they are of no use for me regarding my Python project. So why I am going to take this burden while running any of my Python file? Next reason is, if I am working with different projects, maybe I am working on an old project that require Django 1.9, maybe I am working on a new project that require Django 2.1, or maybe some other project that require Django 1.11. So I have to take care of that, and I am not going to delete Django versions and keep on changing. So for that I would create 3 virtual environments, that is 3 isolated containers, and in first isolated container I would be using Django 1.9, on second container I would be using Django 1.11, and on third container I would be using 2.1. I can name them differently, I can store their file differently, and whenever I am going to work with this particular project, I am going to run this virtual environment. Whenever I am going to run the second project, I am going to use its virtual environment. So I don't have to create mess. At this point of time, this might sound confusing, but let us work on it and that would be clear for you. So what I am going to do is I need to install virtual environment. So I would be installing a package called virtual env. So all you have to do is pip install virtual env. That is done, and here I also have a message regarding upgrading my pip, so I will be doing that in a while. Now the second thing is how to create isolated environment, that is how to create virtual environment. So that is quite easy. All you have to do is you need to take care of the folder in which you are going to create virtual environment. So here I would be creating virtual environment and I would be working with this particular folder. So I would be creating a PyDjango folder. Here I would have a virtual environment folder and this will be my project folder. So just open your command prompt, or if you are working with PowerShell or if you are working with terminal, open in this particular folder. So I am inside my PyDjango folder. Now all you have to do is use a simple command python -m venv and then the name of your virtual environment. So remember, you have to give a specific name. Now I am thinking my project name as taskmate. So my virtual environment name will be tmenv. So that would be simple for me if I'm working with different projects. Now here it will create a virtual environment folder. So this is the folder in which all the files regarding our virtual environment would be stored. And we don't have to mess with this because it will store all the files that are required regarding our Python, Django and all the other things. We don't have to do anything with this particular folder. We are going to work only on our Django project folder. Now once that is done, you have to activate it. So our system recognizes that we are currently in this isolation mode. So I would be using my virtual environment file. Then I need to go with scripts. Remember, you can use tabs to autocomplete. And then I need to work with activate. And then press enter. So now you can see we have activated our virtual environment. So whenever you are going to work with your command prompt or your terminal regarding this particular Django project, you need to activate your virtual environment. Now if I do pip freeze to check all the packages that are already installed, you would see 0. That means it is an isolated environment and we need to install everything from base. You see, I haven't got any package. That means there is no package installed, so it is completely empty. So at currently we are in a isolation mode. So to deactivate this, all you have to do is use deactivate command. Now we are back in our normal mode. So if I do pip freeze now, you can see the difference. Now let us do one quick thing. Let us also install Django so we can see the difference. Here my virtual environment is activated. Now let me install Django. So all you have to do is pip install Django, and if you have to install any particular version, you have to use Django == and then the version name. I would be installing latest version, so I just need to do pip install Django. Now it's done. You will realize there are two packages installed, that is Django as well as this PyTZ, and it is currently 2.1.7. Let me do my pip freeze so it will give me better idea regarding what packages are installed. Here you can see there are two packages available in our virtual environment. That is our isolated container. So that's fine. Now we have a virtual environment. We are going to work inside this. So we are going to create Python project and all the different things inside our isolated container. But remember, we are going to work with Django project folder. So just change your directory and we will be working inside this folder. I hope this lecture was helpful. From the next lecture, we are going to start our Django project. That is actual Django files and all the different type of structures and the flow, that is Django flow, it depend on. So from the next lecture, let us start our Django journey. So see you in the next one.